What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Ron and this is MotorTube. Today's video is going to be about my almost 2-year ownership experience with my 2018 Mustang GT. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about all the pros and cons of owning a 2018 Mustang GT. So I picked up this Mustang in July of 2018. So in about 4 months, it'll make almost 2 years of ownership, and it's the second longest car I've had. Pretty much all the other cars I've had, I've kept for 1 year besides my old Hellcat, and that pretty much says it all. This thing has been amazing. I've had little to no issues with this car. We are going to talk about a few things that I don't like about it, but for the most part, this is going to be a positive ownership experience. So like I said, 2 years ago, I took a leap of faith and purchased this 2018 Mustang GT strictly for the channel. I made a video about going to buy it and I got a pretty good response. A lot of people loved it, and it was the new thing out, so I just bought it. Honestly, I bought it for the channel and it actually helped my channel. I grew about like 40 to 50,000 subscribers with this car, so shout out to all the people that enjoyed it and subscribed because of it. But I took a leap of faith. I've owned nothing but Mopars before that. So I had owned a Challenger Hellcat, 392 Shaker, and I owned a Charger RT. That was my first car. So this was the first Ford I've had. So what made me even look into this car was it had a revamped motor from the years before. It was making more power. This one was making 460. I believe they were making 420 before. And my favorite part is it had a 10-speed automatic. Now sure, it performs well, but it's not always about the personality, okay? It's not always about what's on the inside. Sometimes it's about the looks. And well, this car looks beautiful, as you can see. I mean, look at this thing. When I got it, it was black, and I camoed it. So I did the orange, the Nardo gray, the white, and that's pretty much it. So, it looks like a cow now. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. This definitely changed it up for me. A lot more people stare at this car. I mean, we're literally here filming and everyone is staring at this car. Literally, a few people almost caused accidents because they're waiting right here in the middle of the road looking at this car. So it grabs a lot of attention. More than just a black Mustang. So this thing was black and I didn't get that much attention. Now that I did all this, it looks good. So one thing they offered in the newer Mustangs, so 2018 and forward, is this beautiful spoiler, which comes with the performance pack option, which I had to get because it would have looked pretty ugly without that. So you also get the, not these wheels, but you get these wheels. Nick, you want to come over here? Come on. You get these wheels, which are the performance pack wheels. I got the performance pack 1, I believe. The performance pack 2 comes with totally different wheels. It comes with like Sport Cup 2s. I didn't want that because it would have came in a manual, and I wanted the 10-speed auto, which this one has. Now to finish speccing this car out, I had to get some nice interior. Honestly, the Mustangs don't have the most appealing interior out there, but I had to spice it up one way or another, which is why I got these leather Recaro seats. I had to get them because the regular seats just look ugly, and it's like, why would you get those seats in a performance car? Now, I know a lot of people want the heated and cooled seats, which these don't have, but they don't have them because who gives a about heated and cooled seats when you have the Recaros? So like I said, the Mustang interiors weren't the most appealing interiors in the market, but they had one thing that was really, really ugly, which was the dash. They had these two little circled dashes, and it looks like an old school Mustang. It was just hideous, and I couldn't do with that. So what I had to get is the digital dash, okay? So it was an extra, I don't know how much. I didn't really pay attention to the pricing. I think it was an extra $2,000. I think it's called a 401A package, which gives you this beautiful, like I'm gonna turn it on for you guys. You get this beautiful digital dash, guys, and as I go through all the, let me keep talking. So before Nick that scene up, what I was gonna say is I got this beautiful digital dash. I'm gonna show you guys the digital dash. So I'm gonna turn the car on. So when you turn it on, you got this beautiful cluster, and it has different modes. There's 4 clusters. So I come over here, click this. When I put it in sport mode, it turns into that. The gears becomes up top, and then you put it in track, and it totally changes up. And then you put it in drag strip mode, and it's pretty much the same thing as track. You put it in rain mode as well. Let's try that. Snow and rain mode. I don't think, wet mode, my bad. So, when you're going over your girl's house, I need to get in the wet mode. definitely want to turn that mode on, and yes, it's gonna help you out a lot. So basically, this car is not worth getting without this digital dash because it just looks so ugly. I mean, even the interior right now, like, I feel like they could have went the extra step. I mean, it looks like a bunch of plastic boxes they put in here. I think they definitely blew it on that. I mean, they pretty much looked the same for the past, I don't know, like 8 years, I would say. I may be wrong, but they pretty much look like this. Even the new GT500 looks like this. So, you know, that's one thing I didn't like about this car, and to this day I don't like. But when you have the digital dash, it kind of makes up for how ugly the interior is, to be honest with you. So another cool thing that I liked about this Mustang, that has one of the best sounding exhausts on the market. Now obviously mine is modified, right? I have no cats, no resonators, and I left the mufflers because it has active exhaust. And I'm gonna show you guys what the active exhaust does. But now, let's turn the Mustang on for you guys. This owner's experience bullshit. What the am I doing over here? I don't like standing and talking. Let's take this thing out on a drive, guys. Like, isn't that what this channel's about? Let's go experience this thing. They got some nice roads over here. So let's take this thing out for a drive and enjoy it like we're supposed to. What the am I doing sitting here talking in front of the camera, man? To touch on before we go out here and go crazy with this car is how modifiable this car is. What I mean by that is it loves mods. With little simple mods, this thing can go pretty fast. So when I got this car, I think it ran at 12.1 at the track without a tire. These are stock tires at 117 miles per hour, which is pretty quick. I mean, if you look at the 392s, those things can barely trap 113, 114. So it was, you know, it was good that this thing was way faster than them. But I wanted to do a few more mods, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Now, I know there's a lot of people that when they're spending so much money to get a car like this, they don't really want to put more money into it, and they don't really want to go really deep into it. So all I did is I switched this thing over to E85 and I tuned it, and I did little exhaust modifications, like, you know, deleting the cats, putting in mid pipes. So and obviously the intake. So the intake was like $300. The mid pipes for me were free, but they're about like $200, $200-300, and then you tune it. So every tuner is different. So with just that, this thing picked up about 45 to 50 wheel horsepower. This thing put down 475 wheel horsepower. So those are some pretty good numbers for only having an intake in E85. I didn't have to get injectors. I didn't have to really do none of that stuff. Also, the car backed these numbers up on the track. Now, I still don't have headers. You got to remember that. I did not do the headers. A lot of people have done the headers, which is why they've gotten into the 10 seconds, but I did not. This car ran 11.2 at 125 miles per hour at the drag strip, quarter-mile track. And those are pretty good, impressive numbers for having an intake in E85. The exhaust didn't really give me much horsepower, like at all, like literally nothing. So I don't even count that as a performance modification. It was literally the intake. E85 obviously has a drag setup, so you're gonna need that because you're gonna need to put the power down. So besides that, this thing is literally intake 85, and it was able to run at 11.2 at 125 miles per hour. Now, I want to tell you guys one thing. A Hellcat traps around there, just so you guys know. So I just wanted to touch up on that. Now, let's take it around some turns and enjoy this thing. So we're gonna put it in Sport Plus, which is what I like to drive this thing on, just because it downshifts so well. Push the car too much, but just listen to this thing. Yeah, these people, there's a lot of people walking, so I'm attention. I mean, these people are all waving at me. These kids are like, you know, giving me a thumbs up. Look at them. Hey. Oh my God, these turns are nice. I'm not pushing it because, you know, I got the drag radials on the back, but this thing can take some turns. Woo! Like I said, the downshifts are brutal. Nick with me here.
Yeah.
Say hi to the vlog.
These downshifts sound crazy.
Until you get a minivan in front of you.
And a person on the bike.
And a bike. Well, I let the bike get some exercise. We'll just pass him safely. What's this guy doing?
Don't
I don't think that's
don't explode their eardrums, please.
I know. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I just want to give you guys my honest opinion of my ownership of my 2018 Mustang GT. So leave all your thoughts in the comments below. But now I'm going to let you guys go. So I hope you guys go out there, have a beautiful day. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, smash the subscribe button, browse through the channel. But now I'm going to let you guys go. So peace out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Woo!